everybody, it's TF Renegade here, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a bit of an older figure, not that old. We're going to be taking a look at Galaxy Shuttle. Now, this is a character that was first introduced in a Japanese exclusive show called Transformers Victory. Now, as a Transformers toy reviewer, I have to be like Spider-Man here. With great power comes great responsibility, but my responsibility is your wallet. Do not watch the Japanese shows because they're not bad shows, but if you start watching these shows, you're going to start liking the characters and you're going to start buying these toys. Like, a lot of these toys for me were like immediate passes. I was like, I don't care about these guys. Well, I started watching Master Force, got drawn in, and then started Victory recently, and now here we are with this guy. So, yeah, I'm just going to tell you, don't watch those shows because you will be buying these toys. So with that out of the way, why don't we just take a look at this guy? Now, when it comes to our guy Galaxy Shuttle in his robot mode, we can see he looks absolutely magnificent, especially in this color scheme. If you don't already know, this is just a redeco of the Astro Train from Siege, and I think this character looks much better in this mold, even if it's not accurate. Like, he's supposed to have the cockpit of the aircraft on his chest here with skinnier legs, but I can't complain because he still looks really good on this mold, and I'm just happy we got this guy at all. It's really a miracle that we're getting a lot of these Japanese characters now. When it comes to his head sculpt, it's awesome. It kind of looks like Jazz's head, but it's still different enough, you know, and I still think looks pretty cool. He's got some white on his chest, some blue down here, all black on his arms with some red on the shoulders. He's got silver painted thighs, which looks really nice. He's got an Autobot symbol here, just white legs with decals on the side. He's got some black feet over here. On the back, he does have a bit of a backpack, but it really doesn't bother me that much. It's not a big deal. He's got his little jet boosters back here. You can see that. He's got some train kibble on the backside there, but, you know, I really don't have any complaints aside from one thing, and that's just the hollowness behind the arms. This is just my thing. I don't like it when it's hollow behind the arm. If you want to make it hollow on the inside, fine. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But if it's hollow on the backside, you lose me, because when you start putting weapons in their hands, it can like come out of its locked position and just go backwards. So I'm not a big fan of that. But aside from that, I think he looks good. Now it's time for the accessories, and our guy Galaxy Shuttle did not skip out on the accessories here. So first off, he does come with a buttload of guns over here. So he comes with 3 of these red guns, and he's got this little missile launcher here. So you got all these little weapons there, and he also comes with this black gun, which is just painted on top of the red plastic. So you got that little thing. And then he also comes with this trailer here, which is going to be more in practice in his vehicle mode. Because if you've seen Victory, he does have like a base. So this is supposed to be the Galaxy Shuttle base, but we'll see more of this later. When it comes to the weapons, though, you can kind of combine everything into one big blaster if you want to. So as you can see, you can make this big old gun here, which is actually pretty cool. I do like the look of this gun. But, I mean, honestly, I like to keep the blasters separately. I don't really make big weapons out of these, but it's Legacy, so they had to make like an Evo Fusion kind of thing, so that's what this is. But the other cool thing about this trailer, there is more to this guy than meets the eye. Little play on words there. So if you really hate yourself, you can stick all this crap on him if you want to. I don't know anybody who does this, but if you want to do it, you can put these little treads on his feet to give him a little bit more height and stick all this crap on his backpack here. You can kind of condense it if you want to, just do stuff like this or whatever, but I don't know. If it's something that's there if you want to do it. So when it comes to articulation, Galaxy Shuttle can look to the left, to the right, and all the way around if you want him to. He can look up in the air and down upon you if you so choose. His arm only goes out to there, but if you untab it, it will go much more. You can't rotate it all the way around because of the wing. If you move the wing, you can do it, but it will just get stuck, so you just got to do that there. You can rotate at the bicep, which is nice. He has a double hinged elbow, so you can go to there and down to there. Nothing with the wrist. It just goes up and down for transformation. He does have a waist swivel. It goes all the way around. The backpack does not hinder it, so that's good. You can stick his leg out all the way like so, but it does get caught on this little back piece here, so it can't go back all the way, which is sad. But he can kick out all the way, which is nice. We love that. He does have a thigh rotation. We love that. And he's got a knee bend, but it is a 9 out of 10. It just gets stuck there, which is a bit of a bummer. But we do have ankle pivot, so you know what that means. We can make Galaxy Shuttle stand any way we please. So for comparison, let's go ahead and put Astro Train from Siege in here so you can see how they look. And like I said, I think Galaxy Shuttle looks a little bit better. And I think we're getting a new Astro Train soon in 86. So I'm hoping that we do because I am getting tired of this guy. So we have that. And then we'll bring out a smaller deluxe. We got Miss Minerva right there. And you can see how they look. I think they look pretty good. So you got them. And of course, we'll bring out our guy Metal Hawk from Master Force. You can see they're about the same height. He's a little bit taller, but they look good together, so you got that. And last but not least, let's bring out the super behemoth himself, none other than Super Jinrai. Oh, we're gonna have to back up. So you can see how big Super Jinrai is compared to Galaxy Shuttle, and yeah, he's pretty big. So here we have Galaxy Shuttle in his shuttle mode, and I gotta say, this is a really nice looking spacecraft. Now, I'll say this much, I think this looks a lot better than Astro Train just because these are like the traditional colors of a spacecraft. Like when you think of one of these space shuttles, it's like NASA, you know, and this is kind of what that image is in your head. And I really do think this looks awesome. I love the Autobot symbols all throughout this guy. I think they look really nice. He's got some nice stickers over here on his tail fin. Looks pretty good. It's just a mostly white thing over here with just some decals on the side with the V. He's got some nice paint over here on the cockpit. He's just got a black piece as the nose over here. Not too much. He's got painted thrusters back here, which looks pretty good. So, I mean, that's about it when it comes to the colors on this guy. I just think he does look really awesome. So, yeah. And here we have Galaxy Shuttle in the train mode. And like I said, he's not a triple changer in the show, so this is just extra. But I do really like how this looks too. I love the painted wheels over here. My version, I can't get this to sit flush, which is really annoying. So mine's just kind of like bending a little bit, and it just looks really goofy. I don't know if it's just my copy or if that's normal, but it is kind of annoying. But he does look really nice as a train, though. I love the black train all throughout. I think the wheels look nice, like I said. The front part is kind of meh. You know, it just... I didn't like this on Astro Train either, where this whole section just kind of goes this way. It gets skinny in the front, so I'm not really a big fan of the front part of this. And the back is just the thrusters again. I can't get this to tab in that well either. So that is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, it's train mode. So here we have the Galaxy Shuttle base, and you can see you can go ahead and stick Galaxy Shuttle on this piece, and he will stick upright. In the show, it is a base, so like this is accurate, but it's kind of a lame base. You know, this is not that cool because this is just based off of Astro Train's little base thing that he came with, but you can kind of accessorize this with the weapons if you want to. You can stick them anywhere you please, so that's about it for this. Nothing exciting. There's one last thing you can do with this thing if you want to do it. You can kind of make like a little crawler, like you put the shuttle on it and it's got these little treads, so it just kind of slides along to pull the shuttle to where it needs to go. Again, it's something you can do if you want to. I never do it, but it's there if you want to. And the very last thing you can do, you can go ahead, shove this thing in the back of the train, and this thing has wheels, so you can kind of just make the whole thing go along if you want to. So for vehicle comparison, let's go ahead and slap Astro Train in here, and I think he looks pretty good too. I mean, I like Galaxy Shuttle just a little bit more because of the brighter colors, but Astro Train is still a pretty good jet. So you got those. And next up, we'll bring out Minerva. So you can see she's just a tiny car compared to Galaxy Shuttle. So you got them. And we'll bring out our boy Metal Hawk. You can see they're both pretty similar in size. They're both pretty hefty jets. So you got those two. They look pretty good. So you got him. And last but not least, I got to double hand this because it's big. So hang on. We'll bring out the behemoth himself, Mr. Jinrai, Super Jinrai, I should say. You can see how they look together, and honestly, I don't think they look bad at all. I think these are still pretty good looking figures together. For a Masterpiece figure against a Generations figure, it's a pretty good comparison, and if you want to, you can stick Galaxy on top. if you can get him. There you go. You can stick Galaxy on top of Jinrai if you want to. So for the Choo-Choo comparison, I'm not going to drag everybody out again, but I will take Astro Train out so you can see how these two look. And I'll say this much, I like the realistic look of this with the painted wheels and such, but I do like Astro Train just a little bit more because he has more personality and just a little bit more paint going on here, but you can see how those two look together. So what are my final thoughts on Transformers Legacy United Galaxy Shuttle? I'll say this much. He's a fun figure, and I think he looks really nice in his robot mode and his space shuttle mode. The train mode, I mean, he's not supposed to be a triple changer, so that was just kind of a throwaway thing to be included with this. But I think he does look nice, and if you're collecting the Japanese characters, I think Galaxy Shuttle will look nice in your collection. But one day, I hope that we do get a new version of this that is a little more accurate to the show. But as it is, like all the Japanese characters they've been doing have just been retools or repaints of existing figures. So I don't see it likely that it will happen, but let's just cross our fingers that one day these guys do get more love. But I'm just glad that we got him, and I think he looks really nice. So for the collector's rating, I'm going to go ahead and give Galaxy Shuttle an 8.5. He's a really good figure. Some of his tabs don't tab in completely because, I mean, there is mold degradation with this guy. It's not terrible, but you can definitely notice that it's there. But I think he is a fun figure, and I think you should get him if you want the Japanese characters. For the parents' rating, I would say this much. I would probably give him an 8 because he is a fun toy. He looks awesome in all his modes, like the colors and everything. He's easy to transform. He has a lot of weapons, so those might get lost. But all in all, it is a fun toy. I just got to give it an 8 because Galaxy Shuttle's not that known. You know, like he is just a Japanese exclusive character, so you'd only be buying it for your kids if they really know Transformers or if they just like cool looking Transformers. And it's just going to be up to you whether you want to do that or not. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like the content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to me when you do. And leave your comments down below. That is the most important part of these videos, is what you guys think. Do you guys love Galaxy Shuttle? Do you hate him? Or do you just kind of feel meh about him? So go ahead and leave those comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.